world record press conference.
Derrick, you guys outscored them by 20 at the free throw line. What went into getting yourselves into position to get fouled and also not fouling them so you can have that kind of discrepancy?
Yeah, obviously playing attack mode. JT, KP got there a bunch. They're so talented. It's a challenge for defense not to foul them, especially when they're being aggressive downhill like they were tonight. And just defensively, I mean, we always talk about limiting the free throw line for the other team, and we did a good job of it today.
Joe was just talking about how Jalen and Jason make everybody better, not just by just the assist, just that stuff, just by being on the floor in certain actions. What for you, just kind of like playing off of them, pick and rolls like Jason picking for you and you springing free. Like, what are you seeing? What does that do for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, they do so much that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. I mean, just every time they drive, they attract 2-3 guys, making the right kick out, which might lead to another pass, which gets an open three for us, which doesn't count as an assist for them or anything, but they made the play. Or just being a decoy, setting a screen. I mean, JT does a good job of setting screens and getting guys off the body for me, and I just got to make the right play after that. So they do so much night in and night out that doesn't show up on the stat sheet, and we're thankful to have them.
When KP's out there on defense, you're trailing and sprinting all over the place a lot on defense. I'm sure that gets kind of exhausting. So late in the game, when he's up there blitzing, guarding in space, how does that make your life easier? And just how does having even more coverages you guys can get into help you guys on defense?
Yeah, I mean, having a guy that's his size and he's able to move and do different things defensively, it helps us out as guards. And even when people drive against us, it's nice knowing that KP's back there to make it difficult for them and even rebounding and stuff like that. So he does a lot of different things for us defensively, and he just continued to get more and more comfortable seeing the rotations and things that we're trying to do. So it's exciting to have a guy like that on the team, and exciting to see how far he can take it.
And now that you're like a quarter of the way through the season, what have you learned about how to play alongside him and Drew, like the new defenders here? And I guess what kind of flexibility are you starting to get and what kind of defensive roles you can do?
Yeah, I mean, like today, Strus was driving on me, and KP rotated over and got the block. So just knowing that the big fella's behind there and to protect the paint and not to foul or do anything stupid like that. So that, and then Drew he's unreal. He's running around the whole court, denying, pressuring, making winning plays. I mean, 3 steals, a block today. So he just does a little bit of everything. So having him just makes my life easier and everybody's lives easier.
Derrick, you obviously had that string of threes in the second quarter to help you get you guys back in it. After first quarter, as cold as you guys were, how hard is it to fight the mentality of trying to get it all back in once and just playing the same way you were even when shots weren't falling?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a big thing for us. I think in the past, we started out slow and we kind of just settle and we're going to eventually make them. But this time we just continue to play the right way, making the right reads, stay in attack mode, and just trust that. I mean, we got a lot of good shooters, got a lot of good looks, and they'll eventually fall. So obviously you don't want to start like that, but it's encouraging that we can have a start like that and stick with it.
And then Joe mentioned all the defensive coverages you guys went to. Obviously, you guys started cold. They started off red hot. What's sort of the mindset going through your head when you see them making tough shots, even if you do get a contest? How do you balance, again, we played good defense, they made a tough shot versus trying to make adjustments?
Yeah, I mean, everybody kind of thinks good defense is if they don't score. And so just trying to get out of that mindset of continuing to make it difficult for them. I mean, they got 2 of the top guards in the league. Donovan and Darius are just tough to guard. Max is running around all over there and catch and shoot threes. So tough team to guard. And, I mean, they're going to make tough shots and they're going to do special things. That's what type of player they are. But we just got to make it difficult for them for 48 minutes.
Tiring guarding Max out there?
Yeah, I mean, he was sprinting around, and you think you got good defense, he just rises up and knocks it down. So got to do probably a little better job on that for the next game, but he's a good player.
Derrick, along the lines of what you were just talking about, Joe Mazzulla said this was a good win as far as mental toughness goes. How does that group challenge you guys, and what can you expect in the rematch on Thursday?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to make adjustments. If like every team that loses kind of has a slight advantage of, for whatever reason, just playing a little bit harder. So we can have that mindset of we won, we're going to win next time, and we know they're going to come out aggressive, physical, and they're a really good team over there. So we got ready for the challenge.
Did you guys have a mentality of forcing turnovers, or is it just something about the way that they play that makes them susceptible to it?
I think every game we want to force turnovers. Just being in the shifts and making it difficult, showing the crowd, using our length. And I think every game, if we are able to get deflection and stuff like that, it just leads for better offense for us. So it's a every game thing.
And then do you feel like the refs were trying to steal some of your blocks there? They took away a few with the whistle.
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
called
trying to get
foul,
you in trouble,
right?
but there were some good ones, I feel like.
Yeah, I was responsible for most of the free throws, huh? So, I mean, it is what it is. It probably was some contact, but we out there just competing, and they call it, they don't, and it's part of the game, and hopefully next game I don't foul them.
Derrick, on Friday you guys went to 10-0 at home, and I asked Joe about it, and he said he had no answer for why you guys are so good at home cooking right now. You're 11-0 at home. Derrick, why are the Celtics so good at home this season?
We got the best fans in the league. Pretty simple.